I'd say they actually need to be part of the solution. We've played our part by making tenders transparent. The biggest challenge we saw is that how do you get an opportunity that you didn't even know exists? If we're posting 1,000 tenders a week, some entrepreneurs aren't even aware of what's there. The newspaper doesn't even have 10% of what we post on our website. And if you're not going for those opportunities, you create a climate where the few who are already getting those opportunities would know. So the first, people are wrong by the fact that they don't even know these opportunities exist. They don't even know that there was a R1 million project for creating a corporate video for a government department that you could have possibly missed out. I'm using that example because it's relevant here. So that's the first part. And the more people become apathetic, the situation then exacerbates. What we are actually doing on OpenTenders is that we list tenders that are open and we start listing awarded tenders. And we're going to actually develop a section where, and it's by law, that's how it's supposed to actually work, where you have the name of the bidder who won the tender and the amount and which government department it is. That allows us all to have oversight. And the reason why we formed the social network is that we wanted tendering and procurement to be social. People are on Facebook, people are on Twitter, they're used to using those means. So once we reach a point where we've got 200,000 to 300,000 South Africans registered on OpenTenders, even some who are not tendering, who actually are watching what's going on, then it creates a harder climate for corruption to occur. We realize that the biggest failure for startups within the first year after lack of finance is lack of skills and knowledge. So what we sought to do is create one ultimate resource for the small business owner who can't afford to go sit at Gibbs or do an MBA to teach themselves how to run a business. Because what you find is that even graduates struggle at the skills needed to run a business. So you can have a graduate who's left varsity, he's got work experience, and he's an engineer, for example. But what he doesn't have is the other soft skills that are needed, like HR. Most entrepreneurs, you find, are really self-starters. They're self-motivated, they work hard, they work 18 hours a day, and still fail. You may be self-motivated, but a different dynamic occurs when you've got 10 people, people who work for you. And what I learned very early is that you assume, because you're a business owner and you put all your effort and you work in and you're giving this person a job, you assume that they will put in the same effort as you. And one of my lessons was managing people is the most complex. People are the most critical element of an SME, especially those first few people you hire can make or break you. That's why with our OpenTenders Small Business Toolkit CD, HR is the biggest chapter. The hugest section is dedicated just with dealing with people. I mean, we've had incidences where an employee absconded from work. You lose your temper, you fire the employee, you wind up in CCMA 3 months, and you wind up in the wrong because though you fired that person and they were in the wrong, you did not follow the right procedure. You've got small business without processes. We can't afford HR departments. We sometimes don't even have the time. So we created that resource to assist small businesses. The chapters include how to start a business, from as simple as company registration to finance. We even have a section on insurance, what kind of insurance that your business needs. I have a friend whose IT shop got robbed and he wasn't insured. They cleaned him out, and he does repairs. They cleaned out his customers' goods that were in repair, and he wasn't insured. That could ruin them. We've got a section on marketing and branding as well, and we're going to be adding a section on social media marketing.